Hey everyone, and welcome to the ultimate travel guide for exploring 25 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Get ready to pack your bags because we're about to embark on an adventure around the globe, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single stop. We're talking about places so incredible, so awe-inspiring, that they've earned a spot on UNESCO's World Heritage List. From ancient ruins to natural wonders, these sites represent the best of humanity and the beauty of our planet. And you know what the best part is? We're going to explore them all. Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, that's a lot of places. And you're right, it is. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In each episode, we'll take a deep dive into one of these amazing sites, giving you all the insider tips and must-see attractions. We'll talk about the history, the culture, and of course, the food. Because let's be honest, no trip is complete without trying the local cuisine. So buckle up, get ready for some serious wanderlust, and let's explore the wonders of the world together. Trust me, you're going to love it. First up, we're heading to South America, to the breathtaking Andes Mountains of Peru, to visit the legendary Machu Picchu. This ancient Incan city, hidden high up in the clouds, is like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. Imagine a place where time has stood still, where stone walls whisper tales of a lost civilization. Machu Picchu, built in the 15th century, was rediscovered in 1911 by Hiram Bingham. Today, it's a top tourist destination. Explore the ruins and enjoy the breathtaking views. Hike the Inca Trail or take a scenic train ride. Either way, it's an unforgettable experience. And if you see a llama with a backpack, tell him Ellen sent you. All right, folks, get ready for a trip to one of the most iconic structures on the planet, the Great Wall of China. This incredible feat of engineering stretches over 13,000 miles, winding its way across deserts, mountains, and grasslands. Today, the Great Wall is a symbol of China's strength and resilience. You can walk along its ancient pathways, climb its watchtowers, and imagine the armies that once patrolled its ramparts. Welcome back to Explore 25 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, everybody. Imagine a time-traveling party. I'd head straight for the ancient Egyptians. They built the pyramids, baffling experts even today. Inside, it's like a giant maze with secret passages. Remember, the pyramids have stood for thousands of years. Next time you're struggling, think of moving a 2.5-ton stone block. And on that note, let's take a break. We'll be right back with another amazing UNESCO World Heritage Site. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone! Today we're talking about a monument that is truly a testament to love. And no, I'm not talking about Portia's latest Instagram post about me, though it was very sweet. I'm talking about the Taj Mahal in India. Now this place is seriously romantic. It was built by an emperor named Shah Jahan for his favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who sadly passed away. And get this, he was so heartbroken that he decided to build her the most beautiful tomb in the world. Talk about setting the bar high for the rest of us. The Taj Mahal is made entirely of white marble, and it's decorated with intricate carvings and precious stones. I mean, it's absolutely breathtaking. It's so beautiful. It almost makes you want to cry. Almost. I mean, I just got my mascara on. But seriously, the Taj Mahal is a reminder that love can inspire us to create truly amazing things. It's a must-see for anyone visiting India. And hey, if you're lucky enough to go with someone you love, well, that just makes it even more special. Hey everybody, welcome back to our whirlwind tour of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Next up is a real blast from the past, the Acropolis of Athens, Greece. You know, every time I hear the word Acropolis, I think of those amazing Greek sandals with all the straps. They're like the original gladiators, but way more stylish. But seriously, the Acropolis is one of the most important ancient sites in the world. Imagine, thousands of years ago, this place was like the Hollywood of its time. All the philosophers, playwrights, and of course the gods and goddesses hung out here. And can we talk about the Parthenon for a second? This temple is like the Beyoncé of ancient architecture. It's iconic. It stood the test of time, seen empires rise and fall, and still looks absolutely stunning. I mean, talk about aging gracefully. So if you're planning a trip to Greece, make sure to put the Acropolis at the top of your list. You can wander through the ruins, soak up the history, and maybe even channel your inner Socrates. And who knows, with a little luck, you might even bump into Zeus himself. He's probably just hanging out at the coffee shop, trying to blend in. Venice! Just saying the name brings to mind romance, gondolas, and maybe a little bit of flooding. But hey, who needs a car when you can take a boat to dinner, right? Imagine strolling along charming canals, passing under picturesque bridges, and maybe even getting serenaded by a gondolier. It's like something out of a movie, except it's real. And no green screen required, folks. Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, isn't it a little smelly? And you know what? Maybe a little, but it's that good kind of smelly, like old books and history and, well, maybe some canals. But trust me, it's all part of the charm. And anyway, think of the stories you'll have. You can tell everyone back home, you wouldn't believe the smell, but the pasta, to die for. Okay, get ready to be amazed, people, because we're heading to Angkor Wat in Cambodia. This isn't just any temple, oh no. This is the largest religious monument in the entire world. Now that's what I call impressive. And you know, I like my monuments big. Imagine a place where ancient temples rise up through the jungle, covered in intricate carvings and guarded by mysterious stone faces. It's like something out of Indiana Jones, but hopefully with less melting Nazis. Now I'm not gonna lie, exploring Angkor Wat might require a little bit of effort. It's huge, like you're gonna need your comfy shoes huge. But trust me, every sweaty step is worth it. And hey, think of it as a workout. Now it's time to head back to the good old US of A and visit one of the most iconic natural wonders in the world, the Grand Canyon. And let me tell you, the pictures don't do it justice. No filter can capture the size of this thing. Imagine standing at the rim, looking out over this vast expanse of canyons and colors that seem to go on forever. It's enough to make you feel small, you know? But in a good way. Like a humbling, makes you realize the power of nature kind of way. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you can hike down to the bottom. Just make sure to pack plenty of water, snacks, and maybe even a mule to carry you back up. I'm kidding, kind of. But seriously, it's a long way down, but hey, you only live once. And think of the bragging rights you'll have. Welcome to the Galapagos Islands, everybody. These islands are like nowhere else on Earth. Seriously, it's like stepping onto another planet. You know those giant tortoises you only see in cartoons? Well, they're real and they live here. And the blue-footed boobies. Have you ever seen feet so blue? They're like little feathered surfers, waddling around with their bright blue feet. Don't even get me started on the marine iguanas. They're like tiny dinosaurs, sunbathing on the rocks. Speaking of dinosaurs, you know who loved this place? Charles Darwin. Yeah, the evolution guy. He was totally inspired by the crazy unique animals here. And you will be too. So pack your bags, grab your binoculars, and get ready for an adventure you'll never forget. Just, try not to step on any giant tortoises, okay? Those shells are surprisingly hard. All right, everybody, get ready for a trip across the pond to jolly old England. But we're not here for tea and crumpets, no sir. We're going way, way back in time to Stonehenge. This place is seriously old school. I'm talking older than sliced bread, older than the wheel, older than my dance moves. We're talking thousands of years old. And the craziest part? Nobody knows for sure how these giant stones got here or what they even mean. Some people say it was a giant calendar, others say a temple. Some even think it might be a landing pad for aliens. I mean, can you imagine? Take me to your Stonehenge. I hear they have excellent acoustics for intergalactic karaoke. Whatever the reason, Stonehenge is a total mystery and a must-see. Just promise me you won't try to climb on the stones, okay? I know they look tempting, but let's leave the history lesson to the history books. Hey everyone, welcome back to Rico's UNESCO World Tour Travel Guide Edition. Buckle up because we're about to step back in time to ancient Rome, a place so cool even the Romans were like, wow, we're awesome. Our next stop is none other than the Colosseum. And no, I'm not talking about a really big salad bowl, though that would be impressive too. This Colosseum is an amphitheater, which is basically a giant arena where gladiators battled it out. Can you imagine the roar of the crowd, the clash of swords, the smell of, well, probably not the smell. Let's just say it was an experience for all the senses. They even flooded the place for epic sea battles. Talk about a show. And just like my show, you didn't want to be late for this one. Imagine missing a chariot race or, a gladiator fight. You'd be the laughingstock of Rome, and believe me, the Romans knew how to laugh. On to the next adventure. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter a world carved straight out of stone. That's right. We're talking about Petra, Jordan, a city so incredible it was literally hidden for centuries. Imagine Indiana Jones discovering this place. Wait, actually, he did. Remember that epic scene in The Last Crusade? Yeah, Petra's got that kind of wow factor. The architecture here is mind-blowing. They carved entire temples, tombs, even theaters all out of sheer rock. It's like the Flintstones met the Jetsons and they decided to build a city. And the history here is as rich as a 3-layer chocolate cake. Petra was a bustling trade center, a cultural hub, and now it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I guess that means they ran out of room for it on my coffee table. Onward! Konnichiwa from the land of the rising sun. That's right, we're in Japan, home of sushi, bullet trains, and the magnificent Mount Fuji. And you thought Oprah's house was impressive. This isn't just any mountain, folks. This is a stratovolcano, which sounds much scarier than it is. Okay, maybe a little scary, but mostly it's just breathtakingly beautiful. Especially with that perfect snow-capped peak. Mount Fuji is like the Beyoncé of mountains. Iconic, powerful, and everyone wants a picture with it. It's no wonder it's been a source of inspiration for artists, poets, and probably a few Instagram influencers or two. And for those of you feeling adventurous, you can actually climb Mount Fuji. Just promise you'll send me a postcard from the top, okay? Maybe one of those funny ones with the googly eyes? All right, let's keep exploring. Hey everybody, welcome back to Explore 25 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. This time, we're heading over to Wyoming, Montana, and a teeny bit of Idaho. Why? Oh, just a little place called Yellowstone National Park. You might have heard of it, it's kind of a big deal. You see, Yellowstone's got this whole first national park ever thing going for it. Talk about pressure, right? But let me tell you, Yellowstone totally earns those bragging rights. We're talking geysers like Old Faithful blowing their top, colorful hot springs that look like they belong on another planet, and enough bison, elk, and wolves to keep a nature documentary crew busy for, well, probably forever. And speaking of busy, this place is hopping. It's not every day you get to see a supervolcano up close and personal. Don't worry, it's been chilling out for like 600,000 years. So unless Mother Nature decides to throw us a curveball, we should be good. But seriously, Yellowstone is one of those places that reminds you just how incredible our planet really is. It's like walking into a postcard, except the geysers smell a little like rotten eggs. Hey, nobody's perfect, right? G'day everyone! Let's hop on over to the land down under because it's time to talk about the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House isn't just any old building. It's like the Beyoncé of buildings, iconic, instantly recognizable, a masterpiece of modern architecture right on the edge of Sydney Harbour. And trust me, the shows are as spectacular as the building itself. Alright everyone, buckle up because we're going on safari. We're talking about the real deal. Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. Get ready for some serious wildlife encounters, folks. The real star of the show? The Great Migration. Over 1 million wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles thundering across the plains. And let's not forget about the predators. Our safari guides will keep us safe. Maybe we'll even catch a glimpse of a baby elephant or a giraffe family. Welcome to the Alhambra, everyone. Or as I like to call it, the Spanish palace that's straight out of storybook. We're in Granada, Spain, and let me tell you, this place is magical. This isn't just some palace, people. It started as a fortress protecting the city way back in the day. But over time, it transformed into this stunning complex of palaces, gardens, and courtyards. You've got intricate tilework, graceful arches, and fountains that'll make you want to break into a spontaneous flamenco dance. Seriously, the details are incredible. You can totally tell that a lot of love and artistry went into building this place. And the gardens? Don't even get me started. Lush greenery, colorful flowers, and the scent of jasmine in the air. It's like stepping into a dream. Trust me, you'll want to spend hours getting lost in the beauty of it all. Hey everyone, get your scuba gear ready because we're diving into the Great Barrier Reef. This isn't just any reef, people. It's the biggest one on the planet. It's so huge you can actually see it from outer space. Talk about making a splash. Imagine swimming through a kaleidoscope of colors, with fish of every shape and size zooming past you. And the coral. It's like a magical underwater garden, with formations that look like they belong in a Dr. Seuss book. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ellen. What about the sharks? Well, yes, there might be a few friendly ones around, but don't worry. They're more interested in the fish buffet than they are in us. Just keep your hands to yourself, and we'll be swimming with the fishes in a good way. The Great Barrier Reef is a reminder that we need to protect our oceans and all the amazing creatures that live in them. So let's all do our part to keep this underwater wonderland beautiful for generations to come. Get ready to be wowed, people, because we're headed to Iguazu Falls. This isn't just a waterfall, it's a whole network of waterfalls, almost 300 of them, stretching for miles along the border of Argentina and Brazil. Talk about making a splash. Imagine standing on a platform, mist swirling around you, as water cascades down from hundreds of feet above. You can hear the roar of the falls long before you see them, and trust me, it's a sound you won't soon forget. Just try not to get too soaked. Now, I've seen my fair share of waterfalls, but Iguazu is something else. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw the biggest, most epic pool party ever. And the best part? You can experience it from both the Argentinian and Brazilian sides. So grab your raincoats and let's go chase some waterfalls. Just don't blame me if you can't hear anything for a week after this. Worth it. Pack your bags, everybody, because we're heading to Chapter 26 and straight to the heart of Europe, Prague. Now, I've always been a sucker for a good fairy tale. And let me tell you, Prague is like stepping right into one. We're talking cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, and a castle that looks like it's straight out of a storybook. This is the historic center of Prague we're talking about, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. It's like taking a time machine back to medieval times, but with better Wi-Fi, I hope. You can wander through Old Town Square, marvel at the astronomical clock, and even cross the Charles Bridge, which is lined with these incredible statues. But here's the thing about Prague, it's not just about the past. It's got this vibrant energy with street performers, cozy cafes, and amazing food. You've got to try the Trdelník. It's this warm, sugary pastry that's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Trust me, it's delicious. So, whether you're a history buff, an architecture enthusiast, or just someone who appreciates a good fairy tale setting, Prague needs to be on your travel bucket list. And hey, if you happen to run into a talking dragon while you're there, tell him Ellen sent you. Well, folks, we've reached the end of our whirlwind adventure. Can you believe we just explored 27 incredible UNESCO World Heritage Sites? From Machu Picchu to the Great Barrier Reef, we've seen it all. We've climbed mountains, explored ruins, and braved the Louvre crowds. It's not just their beauty or history, it's the feeling they give you. That sense of awe and wonder, feeling connected to something bigger. So, whether you're an armchair traveler or a seasoned globetrotter, I hope this video has inspired you to explore the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep on being curious.